Today, we're diving into a powerful shift in mindset, one that can turn your biggest obstacles into your most incredible breakthroughs. We're calling it the Art of Reliance. It's really all about finding a way forward, especially when it feels like there's no way out at all.
Let's just start with a feeling I'm pretty sure we all know. Have you ever felt completely and utterly trapped? Like every single door, every possible exit around you has been sealed shut.
It's in those moments, right? That's when your own heart starts to whisper that crushing thought. This is it. There is no way forward. It's that sinking feeling of absolute finality. You've hit a dead end. But, and this is the core idea we're exploring today, what seems impossible to us, well, it's not impossible for the one who created everything in the first place. That power doesn't need to find a door. It can create a brand new path right through a solid wall if it has to. Okay, so let's really lean into that feeling for a minute. What does it actually mean to be in a situation where it feels like every single door has slammed shut? That's what we're tackling in our first section. Right now, your situation might look completely hopeless, barren, impossible. But the promise of this way of thinking is that a total transformation, it can happen in the blink of an eye. The real key, though, is understanding how. You see, this is the mental shift we have to make. That barrier you're staring at, that solid wall, it's not a permanent block. Think of it more like a gate, and it's just waiting for the right command to swing wide open. So that brings us to the how, the solution. This is really the heart of the whole idea. Let's uncover it together in Section 2, the secret of reliance. The key concept here is a word, tawakkul. Now, this isn't just passive hope, not at all. It's an active practice. It means you do everything in your power. You put in the effort, you do the work, but you combine that with this deep, profound trust that the final outcome, that rests with a higher power alone. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. Look at that first column. Effort without any reliance? That just leads to arrogance, right? The belief that you control everything. And the second column, reliance without any effort? Well, that's just laziness. The secret, the real magic, is right there in the middle. It's the perfect balance. Effort plus trust. There's a classic teaching that just captures this perfectly. Tie your camel, then place your trust in God. It's so simple, but so incredibly profound. You do your part, the practical, common sense action, and then you fuse that with sincere faith. So what happens when you start to live this way? Well, it completely reframes how you see challenges. And that brings us to Section 3, where we discover hardships, hidden growth. Okay, so from a purely worldly point of view, this is what hardship looks like. A giant chasm, an impossible obstacle that stops you dead in your tracks. But with reliance, the whole perspective just flips. That barrier isn't an ending. It becomes a bridge, one that's designed specifically to get you over to a better place. So what's really going on during these trials? There's all this unseen growth happening. Hardship, it actually purifies the soul. It builds your resilience. It teaches you true empathy. And maybe most important of all, it forges a deeper, stronger faith, revealing the incredible character that was inside you all along. And listen, this isn't just a nice idea. It's a principle that's been proven again and again throughout history. Let's explore some of those incredible stories in Section 4, Timeless Lessons in Hope. I mean, history is just filled with these powerful examples. Think about Prophet Musa, trapped between Pharaoh's army and the Red Sea. Or Hajar, left with her baby in a barren desert with no water anywhere. Ibrahim, facing a roaring fire. Yunus in the belly of a whale. And Maryam, facing the accusations of her entire community, totally alone. Every single one of them was at an absolute, humanly impossible dead end. Let's just zoom in on Musa for a second. With an army at his back and an ocean in front of him, logic said it was over, game over. But in that moment of pure desperation, he declared with total certainty, "My Lord is with me. He will guide me." And that is the ultimate lesson from all of these stories. Divine power kicks in precisely where our human ability runs out. Our absolute limit is the starting point. So, where does this journey take us? What's the ultimate result of practicing this kind of deep reliance? Well, it leads us to our final section, the calm of surrender. This slide just shows the two states of the heart so clearly. Without trust, your heart is a prisoner to the storm of what-ifs, just weighed down by anxiety. But with trust, it doesn't mean the storm disappears, But you find this incredible calm right in the eye of it all, a peace that can only come from surrender. You see, true reliance starts to break these invisible chains that hold us captive, that constant fear of the future, the heavy regret for the past, and maybe the most exhausting chain of them all, the need to control every single little outcome.
This gives us a completely different definition of freedom, doesn't it? It's not about getting to do whatever you want. True freedom is an internal state. It is being free from the fear of what you can't control. And that is a profound kind of peace.
And that leaves us with one final thought to take with you. Looking at those chains, fear, regret, that need for control, which one could you start to break just by choosing to trust a little more, starting today?